We're at SMSUMustangs.com. We're talking with head men's basketball coach Brad Bigler as the Mustangs get ready for the 2017-18 season. And Coach, always an exciting time. You're beginning your 9th season now as head coach, and get through those fall workouts and actually through the whole entire off season on in the fall. And it's always fun to get back on the court and get ready for a season.
It is, and when you have a season like last season, you're trying to get back and just trying to get back to that next routine of this year. And I think our guys have responded pretty well. There are 6 guys who were in the rotation last year, came back prepared and ready to go, and we've have some other new guys stepping into some new roles, and it's exciting just for those guys to see them take advantage of their opportunities.
Yeah, and you mentioned last season, but we're now to a new season, and I'm sure that's been the focus all fall and getting into the season is, we're 0-0, and we have a new legacy to begin here now, and as you mentioned, new players on board in different roles, and that's in the past, and you're focused up on this season.
And a lot of times it's the challenge of anytime you have success is having that humility as you go forward and not to forget how you got there. And I think that's a big part of what we're trying to do right now is just create an environment of working hard, fighting for each other, and doing all those things that it takes to be a championship caliber team.
And speaking of that, before we get into this weekend's games, how has been the focus, or what have you been working on the last couple of weeks, you and your staff, or last few months, getting guys ready for that? Just you want to be playing very good basketball right now, but your ultimate goal during the off season and preseason workouts is what to get ready for the year?
Well, I think going into the year, there's a lot of things. This first weekend, there's a lot of things that we can control, right? Those turnovers, those miscues on the defensive end with regards to rotations. I mean, sometimes when the lights go on early in the year, the game's going pretty fast, and you have the ability to kind of make those mistakes. We've really been talking a lot about that, right? Control what we control. And I think on the defensive end, really, we've been focusing on cleaning up some of our rotations and really being a sound defensive team. Offensively, I think going into that first weekend, again, it's about trying to keep it simple. Eliminate those what I call them turnovers to touchdowns, where they get easy points. And really, on the other end, on the offensive end, just trying to make each other better. We're going to head down. I mean, this is a long trip. We enjoy those long trips down, early in the year. That way the guys get a chance to kind of be around each other, develop that chemistry, and this trip will be exactly what we need.
And speaking of that, Coach, you always put a tough non-conference schedule, and you've got 6 non-conference games, 5 Division II, all region games, and it's important to get off to a good start and to build some momentum because following this weekend's games against Fort Hays and Emporia, you've got Northern State and Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan. I mean, it's an exciting to play those opponents and to see where you guys are at.
And last year we were able to come out with some big wins and close ball games early in the year, and we saw how that momentum really carried us into the season. And throughout the year we had that confidence at the end of games. We still, weather the situation, we knew we had a chance. And when you have a point guard in Ryan and some veterans now with Carter Kurt, Turner Moan, you kind of go down the line, Michael Lee, Taylor Schaefer, and even KJ. Those guys have been through a lot, and as we go through this first couple of weeks, with the schedule being the way it is, I mean, there's a chance that we will face some adversity, and we're going to have to handle that, and our leadership will have to be sound through that moment. And sometimes early in the year when you kind of face some adversity, your team can grow, and if that has to be the case, then that'll be the case. But right now, we're trying to get prepared to set ourselves up for success for each night out.
All right, Coach, thanks for taking a couple of minutes here today, and good luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you more when we get ready for the home opener next week.
Thank you.